the universe. Your poetry, the world still learning the alphabet. Echoes of politician tradition written on walls throughout halls of a four seasons lost. In Austin, I stalled, paused. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Though dice and woes of life, love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark. We're dealing with a little technical issues, of course. Don't you gotta love the technical issues? I so do love them, but we're gonna get them worked out because now that I've been doing this a little bit, I kind of have it all worked out as far as what I need to do and what I don't need to do. So, if you guys will be a little patient with me, you will be seeing my lovely, lovely, lovely face here in just a second because I know y'all all want to look at me, right? Anyway, we're going to have a great show today. My boy Drew Henthorn, of course, will be joining me here in a little bit. There we go. My boy Drew Henthorn will be joining me here in a little bit. He's got some stuff done from HuskerDrewPicks.com. He's got some good picks, and he was on fire the other night. Got to see him this past, what was that, Friday night? I guess it was when the NBA game was on. Got to see him, and we had a good talk and watched the game along with USA Soccer, which I was happy about. And let's talk about them right away. USA Soccer won Friday night over Grenada. It wasn't really close. It was 5-0, actually, I believe. And then, of course, we play tomorrow, and I will be wearing my USA jersey, courtesy of my boy Jose Fierro, and Will be wearing that tomorrow. So everybody join in and watch the USA play tomorrow night against El Salvador. So that ought to be a good game, and I'm sure we will handle our business like we usually do. So anyway, let's talk about this weekend's sports events, okay? Golf was on full focus, full display this weekend, and what a great set yesterday. I don't know if you guys got to watch yesterday, but yesterday Rory McIlroy won the Canadian Open, the RBC Canadian Open. By the way, two of the particular guys who are playing live golf were dropped by the Royal Bank of Canada as sponsorships. And then I thought that was Dustin Johnson was one of them. I think Graham Adele was the other. Had been long time guys that the RBC had sponsored and dropped both of them because they went to play and live golf instead of that, which, my deal with that is very simple. Just go ahead and admit that you did it for the money. We all know you did it for the money. Just admit what you did, and it's fine. No, none of us are going to be mad. Hey, people do things for money all the time. And I love what Rory said. A lot of times when you do things for money, it doesn't turn out too well because you really didn't do it for the love of what you were doing, but you did it for the money. And usually when you do things for money, it does not turn out well for you. But anyway, congratulations to Rory McIlroy finishing winning and beating. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Justin Thomas and Tony Finau were just fantastic. And the golf tournament turned on the 17th when Justin JT double bogeyed or bogeyed the two-shot swing 17th, and then Rory, of course, birdie. But anyway, what a great game. I mean, what a great match. I watched it all the way to the end, and it was fantastic, and I enjoyed it. But I thought that the post-game what he said afterwards is that as soon as the match was over, they interviewed him, and he goes, They said, congratulations, you're 24. So he goes, yep, one more than the other guy. And of course, he was talking about Greg Norman and his thing. And my deal is just, guys, just admit that you're at the Live Golf for money. I mean, there's nobody, you're not playing against anybody. It's not the best golf in the world. It's not against the best golfers. You're not reshaping the game. You're doing it for money. Just say it. We all know it. Don't come up and say you're trying to. No, you're not. Because if that was the case, then the real top golfers, the other ones, the top 5 and top 10, would be in the Live Golf. But that's not what you're doing. You're doing it for the money. And nobody really watched. Nobody's going to watch it. I mean, they barely got views. I looked on YouTube to look at some screens. They had like 10,000 views of their, of the tournament. I'm like, is that what you got? 10,000 views? That's all? And it's just sad that they're trying to destroy the PGA Tour. But the PGA Tour was on full display. I mean, that back nine, they were just, shooting darts. And if you're a golfer and if you play golf, you can really appreciate what was happening there. But anyway, I want to congratulate Rory McIlroy on his 21st victory, one more than somebody else. And then also, he's one of 5 guys to win his 21st before his 25th birthday, which is Tiger, Tom Watson, Greg Norman, for example. Excuse me, not Greg Norman, but Johnny Miller. So anyway, I want to thank him and congratulate him on doing that. So that was fantastic. A golf play. But anyway, I want to welcome my boy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Did you get a chance to see that golf yesterday, bro?
What's that?
Did you get a chance to see that golf yesterday?
I did catch a little bit. Are you hearing that in the background?
I can hear you in the back. I can hear you fine. What's in the background? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just the Rocky theme's playing.
Oh, God. Why are we listening to that crap? Man, that is so... I barely watched the first one. I did not watch any of the rest of them, and that's like Tom Cruise. Watching Top Gun. I watched one time. I've seen that movie maybe twice. I'm like, okay. And they're like, are you going to see the new Top Gun? No. Here's some money if you want to go, though. I don't have any desire to see it. I've already seen it. Now, his Mission Impossible
that was the Rocky theme song playing in the background.
Well, I'm glad I didn't listen to it. And everybody else didn't hear it. In fact, I probably had you turned down because I knew that was going to be on there. So they'll probably turn it down. But anyway, we're talking about idiots. We're starting off the show with idiots. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Phil Mickelson and his deal today, when his press conference, I watched a little bit of that. And when the people at 9/11 sent the letter to all of them about how could they do that? How could you go over there when they killed our families, they killed Americans? And all he said was, well, my heart goes out to them. Okay, so you didn't really answer the question, and you're not really. Right. In other words, what I was saying, Drew, y'all took the money, just admit it. We all know that you did it. Just admit you took the money. Dustin Johnson, I don't want to play.
There's two sides to that. Number one, people acting like the guys that are sponsoring the golf tournament flew airplanes in our building. The flip side of that is Phil Mickelson's an idiot.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
So,
yeah, but that's what we're talking about. And then let's move on to the next idiot, Cam Newton. Did you hear what he said? There's not 32 quarterbacks in the NFL better than him.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that last week. There might be 60 quarterbacks better than you.
I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Hey, quit wearing the scarf. Take the scarves off, first of all. Second of all,
it's summertime.
Dude, the hats, you're not a British aristocrat. You don't need anyway. And now let's get to our boy, Anthony Davis. Did you hear his quote? He hasn't touched a basketball.
I was traveling yesterday. Fill me in.
He has not touched a basketball since April the 5th.
He hadn't touched one.
Since April 5th. He says his normal routine is to take some time off, a month or so. Then he lifts weights for about 6 weeks. Then he gets in the gym. And I'm like, okay, well, you've been hurt for how many times? And that's your same routine every year? How about let's get into the gym more. Let's get us a personal trainer. Let's stay in more better shape. Let's get our body and everything that we got hurt on and been hurt on. Let's rehab all of that and make sure those areas are stronger than they were.
And get 1,000. And you need to be getting 1,000 shots up.
And you need to be. But let me see. Your percentage has gone down. You went from 33 to 25 to 19%. Your free throw shooting percentage has gone down, but yet you don't touch a basketball. You take time off.
You can't make a turnaround jump shot in the lane to save your life.
He does not want to play inside.
Nope.
I'm just like, and with Rashid, how do you feel about getting Rashid, bro? How'd you like that pickup? As assistant
I like
coach?
it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, anything helps. I mean, they need to change the whole thing. So, I mean, I'm all for some groundbreaking change for the Lakers.
Yes, agreed.
Pretty much they're about as bad as they can get. So we didn't make the playoffs, and 20 other teams did. So that'll tell you something.
And one of our best players doesn't touch a basketball. What is this now? That's what, May, June. This is 2 months, and you haven't touched a basketball. And how much are we paying him? 30
when
what?
When he didn't play the last 2 months of the year.
Yeah, and we're paying him what, 38 million, 37 million?
Too much.
This should, you know what, I think we need to change Mondays to Idiot Mondays, where we just discuss all the idiots who are out there, and all the idiots.
Biggest idiot Monday.
Biggest something. You know what I'm saying, Drew? Because, I mean, Phil Mickelson and his deal, just tell the truth. Or we can
just find an idiot that we know to come on and tell us about.
No, we know too many of them. No, we ain't doing that. Because then you and I will be going, are you kidding me? I almost said the F word again. I need to get me a beeper, a little thingy that I can zap myself.
I mean, I saw plenty of idiots this weekend, and I could bring one of them on, and they could just do an idiot sample of who was the biggest idiot.
We have a lot of mutual idiot friends, and we ain't bringing none of them on. Zero of them. There's zero possibility of them getting on. Now, the problem is when we go ahead and add the phone number where people can call in, then that's when we have to.
You can't really screen the idiots.
Then you can't screen them. Then that's when it's going to get really touchy. But fortunately, guess what I have? I have an off button. I can go click, bye. I could do that, which I'm sure I'm going to be using that quite a bit. But Anthony Davis, bro, I don't know what to say. The Lakers are just a mess. And but like you and I talked about, had they not drafted Lonzo Ball and went with the pressure and went ahead and drafted Jason Tatum, I was so mad when they took Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum. I was like, are you kidding me? What are you doing? I mean, Jason was – I just didn't get that. Now, instead, you could have had Brandon Ingram and him, or you could have had what the Celtics had, because the Celtics drafted the very next pick, and they have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and the two guys you picked, the Lakers, neither one of them are no longer a Laker. That says everything about the draft.
It's not good in La La Land.
No, it's not, but it's going to get better. I'm just saying, hopefully, LeBron will want to. He'll want to go off and play for Golden State in 2 years. And
he said he'd accept a trade right now. Well, of course you would, LeBron. They're in the driver's seat in the NBA Finals, and of course you want to jump ship and leave again and go chase a ring and do whatever he does.
Why are you going to jump ship off a team you built? This is the team you wanted.
Team.
This is who you wanted. I mean, because I've talked about it. You would have had Buddy Hield, DeMar Rosen, him, and Anthony Davis, along with KCP, and what's our guy's name? The little white guy that plays great defense. Ballhead.
Oh yeah. He's with the Bulls now.
Oh my God.
You're gonna ask me that.
Oh wow. Anyway,
you think I'd know the white guy that's in there?
There's only a couple that played for the Lakers. You should know who they were. But anyway,
it's been one of those days already.
I know,
sorry.
But instead you want to jump ship. I'm sorry. That's just pathetic. And the whole thing is, you're not Kevin Durant.
Alex Caruso is
Alex
his name.
Caruso. Yep. He was the one hurt by Grayson Allen. And somebody came up with the deal. If you do a dirty play and you get suspended, you should be suspended the same amount of time that whoever you hurt if you do a dirty play.
Right.
And I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I think that's great because that would cut out a lot of the nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to get suspended for 6 weeks because of a dirty play that you did.
You think about undercutting somebody or putting your foot underneath them.
Yep. And that will take away a lot of that nonsense. That's what I think. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, that's not fair. Well, how fair is it for Alex Caruso to be out for 6 weeks because you made a dirty play and then laughed? And you got 2 games?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm a big proponent of that. Whoever, if you get hurt, like I don't necessarily know Desmond Bain. By the way, he got drafted by the by the Thunder. He got traded. But anyway, Desmond Bain, I don't necessarily know how dirty of a play that was on Gary Payton II. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a dirty play, but I don't know if he necessarily was trying to hurt him. I think he was trying to foul him hard. But I think Grayson Allen was definitely, his track record is, I'm trying to take you out.
He's a dirty play.
He's a dirty play. And he's what? A dookie.
Yeah.
He's a dookie.
He's an idiot.
Idiot Monday. I think I'm going to have to think about that, Drew. I'm thinking about Idiot Monday. I think that's we need to find somebody to sponsor that.
Just another Idiot Monday.
Just another Idiot Monday. I think we can find some people to do that. All right, well now, let's jump into something really cool, Drew. I want to say this. Let's talk about the OU Sooners spanking Virginia Tech.
They should have. What a draw. I mean, you get Florida and Virginia Tech.
Yep.
I mean,
Virginia Tech was ranked.
Couldn't have been a better draw.
But Virginia Tech was ranked fourth.
Couldn't have literally picked out 2 teams that you could go play to beat to go to the College World Series.
But Drew, they were ranked 4th in the country, bro.
Oh, they were not ranked 4th in the country. They got the 4th overall seed.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Well, whatever. If you're ranked 4th,
not to explain to you like I do all the other Sooner fans that are in my inbox like yesterday afternoon. Congratulations! You better come the first weekend. You're 2 in Q.
Are you gonna take care of them when they come up there?
Come on up. I'll buy you a beer. You're only gonna be here through Monday. So just come on up. I'll buy you a sandwich. I'll take you over, get you a sandwich and a beer, get you a souvenir T-shirt. Come on up.
Oh, Drew, you ain't going to be hard on them like that, bro. Don't be hard, man.
Oh, man, I've been listening to it for the last 48 hours. So.
I know you have.
Come on.
Hey, I had to hear it all day yesterday when I was in Santa Fe.
Oh, God. Where's OSU? Where Come on.
Dude, you know.
Come on up.
You know I was
at the Aggies for, hey, you know what? They get the Aggies in the first round, and they catch let me see then I do believe they catch the winner of Notre Dame and
UConn.
Let me just make sure. Yeah,
UConn.
No, hold on.
No,
Notre Dame and Texas. So they're gonna see the Aggies, and they might very well see Texas again.
Oh man, I tell you what though, that facility is nice. Texas A&M, God, man, I was looking at that. I mean, I thought Albright was nice, and Albright is nice, but man,
it is. But
man, that place
Stillwater
is nice.
doesn't have A&M money.
No, we don't.
I mean, they don't have that. Houston, Corpus Christi,
and
Austin.
not to mention all those ranches down there, and all that
crazy.
oil money.
But yeah, back to the Sooners. Yeah, they had that's a nice beating they put on Va Tech yesterday. But name me an ACC team that besides Notre Dame who pulled off the upset of the year against Tennessee. I mean, what a
deal
great
that
deal.
was! I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. So I mean, OU may get to play them too. The Cinderella story wouldn't surprise me. It could be their year.
Well, you know what? It's all about luck too, Drew. Don't you think? You got to have some luck.
A lot of it is.
You got to have luck.
You know what's funny though is that when the tournament came out and the brackets came out, all the OU fans were crying because they didn't get a regional. But what they did get was the easiest draw in the tournament.
And you said that. Remember, you and I talked about that. We talked about that. I was like, man, they've got a great draw. What are they talking about?
Yeah. I mean, you basically get a fish out of water in Va Tech first time they've ever hosted. Almost, I want to say it might be the first time they've ever hosted a regular regional, much less a super.
Mm-hmm.
not deep pitching staff, and OU's hot. I mean, what they lost one game in the last 11 games
11,
or something like that.
No, they
Crazy.
lost two. They've lost two. They lost
Two.
They lost to Florida,
But we'll
and
see.
they lost to them.
We'll see. The whole world changes when you get to Omaha.
Oh, there you go with the Omaha deal. You think? I mean, dude. Okay, I'm sitting here and I'm just going. I'm looking at OU, and I'm like, you got to have luck. I don't care what sport it is. You got to have a little luck. But they have gotten hot at the right time, and I hope that they're now. They're not the OU softball team. They're not them.
No.
I mean, nobody's them.
But I mean, what a break they get. Notre Dame knocks out Tennessee, and and Tennessee would have been on OU side of the bracket.
Yep.
Now Tennessee's no longer there.
But how about? But you know what? That just goes to show you when you step up and you ain't ready to play.
Yep.
That's what happens in sports. Sports does that to you. Hey, well, we're gonna take.
I'm sure I got an influx of OU Sooner fans that'll be here this weekend already calling me. Want to know if they can stay at my house? I said no.
No. I could have told you that right there. No. You're
no, I'm just kidding. They're all welcome to come by the house.
No,
have a
hey,
cocktail.
no, he's not. He's not kidding. Well, you said come by the house and have a cocktail. That's different than staying.
Still can't stay here.
Yeah, that's different than staying there. Yeah, come on by, have a cocktail. You know, we'll hook you right on up. Come on down, play some music in the jukebox. We'll be all right.
I'll call you an Uber.
Oh well, unlike your Uncle Randy, hey, I can get you the Mustang Road.
Get you to Morgan Road.
Oh, it's Mustang Road, not Morgan Road. Mustang Road. You get the Mustang Road. He ain't even giving you Morgan Road. He gives you Mustang Road. I'm like, man, what the hell? You know, move to the city, brother, so somebody can hang out with you a little bit. But anyway, congratulations to them. And we're going to take this break, Drew, and we're going to thank our sponsor, YNB, family-owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they do. Pre-qualify online for any kind of loan, whether that's car, house, refinance, commercial, whatever, at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. And go check out our boy Randy Wright or Carolyn Henthorn if you want to go see them. And then also I want to thank my other guys, Collaborative Logic, guys who takes care of my system and make sure everything is running. Even though today, Drew, I forgot to turn the camera on. Had everything set up, went to click on. I was like, okay, well, let me get this fixed real quick. But anyway, my guys, Collaborative Logic, my boy Russell over there, go holler at him if you got any networking or computer needs. Also, SRB, my guy Mark Long over there for any engineering, surveying, and planning. Of course, Jose Fierro at Oak Grove Trucking. By the way, Jose told us he's got 2 trucks now, Drew. He's got 2 dump trucks.
Nice.
He's growing, so that's a good thing.
Moving on up.
Yep.
It was good to meet him the other night.
Yeah, good dude, man. Yeah, we got to get you a Max and Greg, Nafia, Nafco. We got to get you a USA shirt, though, man, because tomorrow.
I felt left out.
Yeah, you did. You were left out. And then tomorrow, of course, the USA won 5-0, not 3-zip. And tomorrow they play against El Salvador tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And, of course, I'll be wearing my USA jersey tomorrow. The only thing red that I have in my closet is that. But that's USA red. That is not OU red.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There's a huge difference. It's not crimson.
Yeah,
it's not crimson.
Yeah.
Not crimson. But anyway, I'll be wearing that tomorrow, supporting the USA. By the way, I need to hurry up and get my gold medal done, because it'll go right here behind my head, and I'm waiting for them to finish that up so I can have that. Okay, now let's move on. Did you get the notification about the Thunder, Drew?
I did. That's a nice pickup.
Yes, I thought so too. For you guys,
I like that move.
For everybody that don't know, the Thunder traded the 30th pick to the Denver Nuggets, and the Thunder, for the Thunder, we get their 2027 first-round pick conditionally, of course, his $8.2 million salary, and we get a stretch 4, and he's averaging 38% from 3 for his career, Drew, by the way, even though he had a down year. But we're going to talk more about that.
And he's playing up in Denver, which is normally a little bit harder to shoot. In the altitude up there. So I look for his shooting percentage to improve when he gets to Oklahoma City.
I agree. And so that's going to be a nice pickup for us. That's if he stays here, but we're going to talk more about that on Thursday, on Thunder Thursday. for after the storm.
I mean,
they
they could move him, but they really need somebody like that.
Yep.
I mean, if they can get him for $8 million, I don't really see the reason to move him. But
I agree. And then, of course,
above
Denver.
my pay grade.
One, you and I talked about it before. The Thunder traded this year's 30th pick, first-round pick, and then they gave him next year's second-round pick because we have 5 first-round picks next year in 2 seconds. That's a lot. That's a lot of picks, man. You know what I'm saying, Drew? That's a lot of picks. But Jermichael, I like his game, Drew. He gives us a stretch forward. It also helps us as far as that second unit when they come out there because we were struggling really hard, and that's a Baisley replacement easily. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can actually stretch the floor, not somebody who was projected to stretch the floor. And
he's athletic.
He's athletic.
He can rebound a little bit.
D up, and we do. And what are our deficiencies? Can't guard, can't rebound, no rim protection, and we can't shoot. Those are 4 needs that the Thunder has: shooters, rebounders, guys who can protect the paint, and somebody that can actually play some defense. So if we can get that, that's really good. And we'll talk more about that. But anyway, the Thunder trading the 30th pick, and so now we have. Let me see if I can go into that. What the Thunder actually have this year? We have the 30th pick. We have the. Okay, here we go. We have the second pick, the 12th pick, and now the 34th pick. And, of course, we got the 12th pick additionally through the Clippers. And, of course, they choked and lost to Minnesota, which allowed the Thunder to actually get a break for once and get into that. But we still stayed at 12 and did not bounce up. So we have 2, 12, and 34. And you and I talked about that and us having the 34th pick and the 30th pick, and we're like, hey, let's trade them and get somebody who can play. I mean, I think you had even brought that up about go get you somebody who's proven, and the Thunder did just that.
He kind of got lost in the shuffle in Denver too. There was they had a revolving door of folks coming in and out of there. I remember he played for the Nuggets, not the Nuggets. He played for the Mavericks before the Nuggets, right?
Yep. Is
that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, see, I remember Jermichael Green to play for the Mavericks, and he had some pretty salty game. I don't know whether I just lost track of him in Denver or if he just, like I said, kind of got lost in the shuffle up there and stuck him watching Jokic shoot the ball, or I don't know.
I think
I definitely look for him to improve on a team like Oklahoma City where he's going to get the ball. He's going to be counted on to score 13, 14 points a game.
Well, it'd be a nice deal for him in contract year as well.
Yep,
when you step up this year, you'll be able to play. And the Thunder are young, and that's one of the things you had talked about was getting a veteran guy in there that somebody can help these young guys and lead them through the whole of the process. And so, because SGA is clearly the leader, but he's still learning how to lead. And I liked what I saw at the end of the year last year, but I liked what you said. So now we have the 34th pick, which of course we got Jeremiah Robinson.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to move that pick either, honestly, Matt.
Well, we got Jeremiah Robinson Earl last year in the 34th pick. So you might be able to get a shooter or somebody.
If they could trade that and try to move up in the first round, and try to get into the the 20th or 25th or somewhere around there. If you got somebody that they got their eye on, you never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, to you and I believe that we need to get hopefully Jalen Darrell at 12 and either Banchero or Smith at number 2. So if the Thunder get both of those guys and send Chad on over to Houston since they want him so bad anyway, because my understanding was they had a deal with Chet when Houston thought they were going to get the first pick. They wanted him. So if they want him so bad,
why not let Houston move up into our spot and take him, and we'll take somebody else off their hands.
Well, Banchero or Smith. Well, Banchero is probably I mean, but like I said, I've already made my point, and I'll make it again Thursday about if Jalen Suggs, who played high school and college with him, doesn't believe he's the number 1 overall pick, then he damn sure ain't the number 2 overall pick. But anyway, we've talked about that and brought that up. So now let's talk about fun. What's happening tonight, Drew?
It's going to be a good game, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking
forward to it. Let's talk about Friday night.
Okay. Well, let's go to Friday night. I was going to let you. Listen. I was going to talk about
board sweep.
Well, I was going to talk about that. I was going to go through. I've got my stat of my Drew Henthorn Husker Drew picks stats for your picks. Golden State -4, First quarter,
winner.
minus half. Well, no. You're going to go back over that. Okay. Well, let me go. Let me find my stats, Drew,
All right.
so we can go over that.
I got you.
But I'm sitting there looking at it. Okay, here's our game stats. Final score, 107-97. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And first quarter, what was that for you?
That was a winner.
And then
Minus
you had, what was it,
1.5.
-1.5. So that was a
Yeah.
winner. Well, you had +1.5, didn't you?
Yeah, plus 1.5
Plus
for Golden
1.5,
State.
yes,
They were all
Golden
plus
State.
points on the road.
Yeah, and then you had the
Plus
halftime
2.
under, right?
Yeah, under 108. That was a winner.
And then you had the overall winner. And was it under 210?
Yeah, under 210. Golden State +4 winner, and the Golden State money line winner.
I know you were on fire there. I think we did a shot. Didn't we do a shot to celebrate that?
Yeah,
I think we did a shot.
And let's not forget the 4 baseball games that I won that night too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we were at Cat's Tavern having to listen to you about what you did with that, by the way. So, but we did have shots. You did buy shots, so that's a good thing. You did do that, and we met 2 good fans that we met at Yo Pablo, Jeff Rogers' spot. Before that, when we got to holler at our girl, Carrie May.
Yo Pablo came right on through. That might be my new good luck spot.
Yep, you got through there, and then we went over to Cats, had some beers, and had some shots, and those 2 guys followed us over, and 2 big fans of the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark and Drew Henthorn. That was pretty cool that they knew who you were. I thought that was nice, and that they followed the show.
Yep.
That was a nice pickup. But anyway, back to the game. Golden State was 15 for 43. Do you know they made 15 threes in their last 3 games? The last 3 games, they've been the 2 out of the 3.
They put on a show. Curry put on a show.
Well, he was ridiculous. But I want to say that
we talked about that before the game, that he was going to have a night, or one of them were going to have a night.
Well, he had the night. The night. But they went up for 55 rebounds, Drew, from what they were. What were they? 36. So 19 more rebounds. The Celtics were out-rebounded by 13, even though they out-rebounded them by 16 the other night. And then 32 points in the paint compared to the Celtics had 50. And a lot of that was the fact that they had Looney in there. That made a huge difference, don't you think?
Yep.
And then
for sure,
the Celtics only
and the officiating let them play. They didn't call tight fouls. They let the game
get
physical.
They let them play, didn't they?
Yeah, it was good. That's how it's supposed to be in the finals.
I agree. I was not unhappy about that at all because, I'm like, this is my thing. This is the way the NBA
and you would think, sorry to interrupt you, but you would think that Boston would appreciate the physicalness of the game.
Yep.
That's their game.
Well, I think that they did, but at the same time, when Looney came in, because remember we were watching when Looney wasn't in there, Robert Williams, what did he have? 5 offensive rebounds in the first 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or whatever it was? Every time he turned around, he was killing Draymond. By the way, what is he again? The best defensive player ever? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah. The greatest defensive player ever.
Yeah, he got killed. You need to go back and get on your podcast so people can listen to some nonsense. For those of us who are knowledgeable, we're like, shut up, bro. Anyway, but I love the fact that he stuck Looney in there in the fourth quarter and they went on that 11-2 run because he was getting them what? Extra rebounds. He wasn't allowing them to dominate him in the paint. They come in there, he was altering shots. They were getting rebounds and going the other way, getting out in transition. But yet I agree that those two, Draymond and Looney, cannot play together. They have to play separate. Now, the crazy thing about what's coming up is you're going to have to decide who you're going to let go. You got Clay, you got Wiggins.
I think they're going to, you know what? If you'd have asked me that, Matt, if you'd have asked me that same question, if you'd have said, Drew, who are they going to let go a month ago? I'd have said that. I'd have said, you know what? Probably Poole. Probably, or you'd use Poole as a dime piece and keep Thompson. But I tell you what, I think Thompson may be on the trading block.
Well, because you can't pay. You've got Wiggins, you've got Thompson, and you've got Draymond, Steph.
And Wiggins has proven to be a pretty nice pickup.
Oh, dude, great pickup for them. I mean, I'm telling you, I was wrong on that. I thought, man, what are y'all doing? But you know what? What great organizations do, they make great moves. They understand what they need to do to win. They don't go on the
Mm-hmm.
limb drafting idiots, but they do that. So, because I did not see that coming. I'm like, what are y'all doing? But hey, Wiggins is happy. He's not a lead guy. He's a role player,
Nope.
and that's what he is, and that's what he's turned out to be. And they've got to
I
thank him
think a
for that.
lot will depend on what happens here. The rest of this series. If Golden State wins it, boy, I think then they really start looking at trading Thompson.
Yeah,
Then they're gonna have to. Then they're gonna have to sustain this thing, and I don't think you can sustain it.
but you still got to pay
If
Draymond too.
Yep. Boy, do you think that happens?
To me, I keep Wiggins and I keep Steph. I get rid of Clay and I get rid of Draymond. That's what I do.
You know what? If I'm the Lakers, I'd be all over Klay Thompson.
Yeah. I trade
Yeah.
LeBron. Hey, y'all take.
Yeah, right now.
Hey, give me Wiggins, and Clay, and y'all can have LeBron and AD.
Oh boy, that might be a question.
Wait a minute, excuse me, and Russell.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. I can promise you, the Warriors would never take Russell Westbrook. That would never happen. They would never be that foolish.
You damn sure wouldn't think
And
so.
also, if LeBron goes there, you are a player. You're not a GM. They're not going to listen to what you want. They're going to do what
Jerry
they
West
want.
is not going to listen to
Well,
you.
Jerry West is now at
Not Jerry West.
the one that they had forever. But anyway, he's not going to listen to them. He's going to be like, look, this is our team. This is how we do it at Golden State, and we don't care who you want to play with and all that nonsense. We're not blowing up our team because
You have zero say.
Isn't it funny? As soon as he leaves the team, it just falls apart.
Do you ever listen to Levitard?
No, I haven't listened to Dan.
Oh boy, he was just going off on LeBron yesterday. I'll have to send it to you. It was nasty. He was not happy. Just how LeBron drops these little leaflets all the time about wanting to get traded, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, instead of just playing out his contract, being loyal to a team, and
LeBron is loyal to LeBron.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. He ain't loyal to nobody else. He ain't doing nothing else. He's loyal to LeBron, and that's it.
Yep.
Because now all of a sudden, I'm open for a trade. You are?
I bet you are.
Really? You? LeBron, the greatest player in the history of the NBA, is open for a trade? Because I can promise you.
I wonder who he thinks what LeBron thinks his trade value is right now.
Well, the Lakers are not going to
really think that he's like he's a top of the board trade.
He does. But Drew, who are you going to trade him for? Who are you going to trade him to? He's going to get sent back to the East.
Couple second round picks.
He's going to get sent back to the East. The Lakers are not going to keep him out West.
Nope.
Hey, go back to the East. Go back and you got to go through and play Giannis. You got to play against KD. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you do. But I think it's interesting, the greatest player ever. I went to 8 straight. And the knock was, in the East.
In the East.
Come to the West and do it 8 straight.
And you're 50% just making the playoffs in the West.
That's it. And haven't been healthy really but 1 year. And that's it. So I'm not listening to any of his nonsense. He can go on down the road. So, but anyway,
he just all he is these days is clickbait. Every time I see something, it's some off the cuff comment he makes about, I'm a billionaire, I'm this or I'm that, which is great. He's great.
Because he went to LA.
But I don't need to hear every day how great you are.
Well, you know what?
You didn't make playoffs.
If you have to brag about it, you ain't great.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. If you got to brag about how much money you are, you're not rich.
You don't have that much money.
You know what I'm saying? If you got to brag about what you got, you ain't got nothing. Those that got stuff don't run their mouths. They just show you. And I agree with you 100%. I'm so over him. I can't even deal with him. So, but anyway, tonight, what do you like? What do you think?
Man, I'm on Golden State tonight. I think that was a bad loss for Boston the other night. I think they had a chance to basically close Golden State out. I don't think, and you probably agree with me, I don't think Golden State was gonna win gonna come back down 3-1.
No,
I think they were done. If they go 3-1, that series is over in 6, and we're talking about Boston hanging number 18 in the Raptors.
Right, I agree.
I think that it's going to be a very tall task to keep not Golden State off their high horse and for Boston to regroup, not at home anymore, and see if they can make a comeback and do it. I like Golden State. I like Golden State a lot tonight.
I do too. I like Golden State a lot. I'm gonna go, but here, let's go back to your picks, Drew. Since once you got here, okay.
Let's do that.
So now you've got Golden State -4, which I like. The first quarter is only a half, huh?
Half a point in the first quarter, and basically what I think Vegas is probably thinking there is they think that for Boston to have any chance, they can't fall behind in the first quarter. But I think that's a double-edged sword. I love that first quarter line.
Yep. Halftime, you got a -1.5.
Yep.
And then overall over 210. So you think both of them are going to be scoring. And I agree. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that Boston's going to come out firing it up. And, like they've only had the one since game 2 or game 1, they haven't really crushed that much from the 3. Because in game 3, they beat them strictly because they beat them up on the boards. That's how they beat them.
And you know that Golden State is going to come out firing tonight. Mm-hmm. They're going to have the crowd back in it. They've got their confidence back. They're back
Jordan
tied
Poole,
up. Oh, they got to win. They just got to win 2 home games and have a chance.
And Jordan Poole really hadn't stepped up and had one of those Jordan Poole games yet. Clay, we know he's game 6. We already know what he's going to do in game 6. So we already know what he's going to do. He's going to be crazy. He's going to go off on game 6. So it's either going to be a game 7 or Clay is going to help close them out in game 6.
Oh, I think it goes 7. I think Boston will go back to Boston, win game 6, and it goes back to.
Well, no, it's 3-2-3.
Game 7.
Isn't it 2-3-2?
No, it's 1-1-1.
Oh, so they're going back forth.
2-2-1-1-1. Yeah. So they go back to Boston for game 6, and then back to Golden State for game 7.
Well, you know that right now, Drew, every other win, no team has won back-to-back games yet.
Nope. So that means somebody's due.
Yep. So Boston's won 1 and 3, and GSW's won 2 and 4. So
I'm just trying to put myself in the mindset and the psyche of Boston after dropping that one at home. That one's had the sting. Now I think they're trying to regroup. They got to regroup. They know they're going to have to win probably a game 7 on the road.
Yep. It's just like game 2 with the Warriors. They knew they had to win that game. Boston, you had picked that. I thought the Warriors going to win game 3, but you picked that, and you thought they'd win 4. I thought the Golden State would win 3 and 5, and you said no, that you thought Boston would win 3 and 5. So, and Golden State would win game 4. So we're going to see how that translates to who's right on game 5. But I picked Golden State tonight too, so we'll see how that works. But anyway, brother, I'm going to let you run. I've got a head. I've got a group of kids.
And check out my baseball tonight, too. The Braves won 11 in a row. Chop.
Hold on.
Let's go.
We got the Braves.
Heating up.
You got Braves -145, the Giants 169, and the Cardinals 161 in baseball tonight.
Pirates are terrible. Giants are on a roll. And the Braves have won 11 in a row. So.
And then you got Stanford, UConn over 13. So you think they're just going to be knocking? You think they're just going to score a bunch of runs?
Well, neither one. They used all their pitchers last 2 days. So I look for that to be a high scoring game today.
Yeah. Then you got Oregon State. I don't know how you bring up Oregon State, man. The other OSU.
Oregon State tonight.
The other Oregon State
in Corvallis. It's supposed to be like 44 degrees tonight or something crazy in Corvallis.
Yep. And a school that I almost went to. I originally had committed to Oregon State. Did you know that, Drew?
I didn't know that.
They were the number 1 team in the country at that time.
Really?
Because they had Big Steve Johnson, who played at Portland forever. That was their center. And I had originally committed to go to the number 1 team in the country, which was Oregon State Beavers at that time. And then it took me 17 hours to get home. I was like, 15 hours. In
the fog.
Yeah.
In the fog.
And I was at the old Stapleton Airport. You know that what piece of trash that was in Denver. And 17 years old, stuck in the airport for 15 hours. And I did have a little cash with me, so it was all right. It was all right. I had a little cash in my pocket.
Little walking around money.
That little early NIL money. Oh, that was terrible. I can't believe I said that. But of course, the statute of limitations has long been gone on that, brother. But anyway, picked Oklahoma State. Great decision on my part by picking Oklahoma State. So, but anyway, brother, I appreciate you. And are you gonna be on tomorrow or you not? What you got?
I think so. I'll be out some windshield time for me tomorrow, so I should be able to come on.
Okay, then also Saturday we're gonna do a special edition of the show Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna let people know about. We're doing all finish the details, but it looks like we're gonna be at Crest on 15th in Santa Fe in Edmond. And my boy Chris Tucker is going to be doing some of his wings with his dry rub. It's supposed to be pretty good, so he's going to be grilling out on Saturday.
Okay.
And so he's going to be grilling out on Saturday, so I should be with him doing that. So, but anyway,
boy.
so Saturday afternoon we'll let you know about that.
All right, let me know. I'll be nursing a hangover that day. I got my
Oh, you boys
going
coming
away.
in?
I got my going away party up here Saturday night.
Well, when are y'all moving?
We are July 11th.
July 11th, huh?
And we sold our house, so
All right.
all's good in the hood.
All right, got one here. Did they get that under contract and be done with the one here?
Got that one under contract. Thank you for the bank to make things happen.
What is that called?
Appreciate
Hold on, Drew. What is that again? It is.
That's the YMB family owned.
Are you sure that's what it is, man? You sure it's YNB, the bank that makes things happen? And now you went inside. You didn't go to www.ynbok, did you?
I had to go. They require that I come in face to face.
Mama said get in. And remember, guys, if you want to go and watch any of Drew's and I's past shows, you can go to www.mcsportsnetwork.com. That's www.mcsportsnetwork.com, and you can go and watch any of the past Unpopular Hour shows, and also After the Storm or Women Only Wednesdays on the website. So you go and you click on it, and you just click on any of the shows, and you can go right to it. So, but anyway, brother, I appreciate you, and look forward to you going. What are you supposed to go today? 7-0, 8-0?
Hey, man, if I could do that, that'd be nice.
Hey, what is your record now? What is it? 54 and
54 and
27?
27. Yeah, we're
stupid.
27 games above 500.
That's stupid. That is just stupid. That's stupid.
Yep.
Anyway, brother,
Good
appreciate you. Good stuff, my friend.
I man, appreciate you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
All right. That was my boy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. And to go back over what he chose for his picks today, he's taking Golden State -4, half in the first quarter. Golden State -0.5 point. Golden State first half -1.5. And then he's taking the over for the Celtics tonight at 210, and I think that's probably a good pick because I think they're going to come out, both teams firing on all cylinders. So that being said, everybody be safe out there.